This video is sponsored by Level Up Learning Center. Costume, sponsored by NAVYA Everyday Fashion.
Namaste, welcome viewers. I am Ramyam here, and we are going to have a discussion with one of my students, Janaki Vishwanathan, who is there in London. We are going to just speak about all the Rashis and predictions. Hi, Janaki. How are you?
Hello, sir.
Namaste.
Morning.
How are you, Janaki? How is London?
Good, sir. How are you?
How is London?
London is good. London's good. The weather's better now.
Okay. How is your astrology learning and all going on?
It's your health. Yeah, it's going on quite well.
Very nice.
Now that we've heard all the, predictions and expectations of transition of various planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, and Ketu in various languages like Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi, we would like to understand the wholesome picture in English for the transition in the Vishwavasu year for all these three main transits that's going to happen.
See, majorly we will speak only about the major planets because the transit time is longer for the Jupiter has got 1 year time period to transit, so it has got a major impact on the Rashi where it is staying or the sign where it is staying, and it's aspecting spaces as well. Same way, Saturn has got 2.5 years to transit from one Rashi to the other. So it has got a major impact on where it is staying as well as wherever it aspects. Same way, Rahu Ketu has got 1.5 years of time to transit. So we take these planetary positions as the major impactive planets generally in any transit. Otherwise, all other planets keep moving in 45 days, 1 month, like that. It keeps moving, except for Mars, which may take its own time sometimes. Like last year, it happened. It stayed in only 3 Rashis and it didn't move because of its lot of things, dynamics were changed up and down. Now, speaking of this year, they have got three major transits straight. We have got Saturn's transit, which has happened on March 30th. Then we have got Jupiter's transit, which has happened on May 14th. And we have got Rahu Ketu's transit, which has happened on May 18th. So we will speak about each transit and its impact. Okay, in general, when we speak of the planetary positions, planets and their transits, as such, in general, we can say that Saturn moving away from its own house is one good thing for the whole world. As long as Saturn is there in its own sign, it is a very tough time for the whole world. So for all the Rashis, it is a relieving point. Of course, for Meen Rashi people, it will be like Janma Shani and all those things would be there. But still, when we speak in the whole perspective, that is a good thing.
So it has moved from Aquarius to the Pisces side. So you're saying that's the beneficial for the whole world.
Full world. First point is that. Next thing, Jupiter moving away from Rishabha, that is Taurus, and it has gone to Gemini, that is Mithun Rashi. So this is also a good thing because Taurus is an enemic sign for Jupiter. It is Venus sign, so it is not a very friendly planet and friendly house. It has to stay, and it has been there for some time, and it has transited to Mercury's house. Mercury's house is not also a great benefic house for a Jupiter's stay, but still it is a better transit for Jupiter. But the transit regarding Jupiter's movement is very different this year because it will be there for 5 months in uh, Gemini itself, and it will move to Cancer for some time. Then again, it will go retrograde from Cancer and get into Gemini, and then again it will come in straight motion and go to Cancer. So you have got this year Jupiter transiting one sign and then coming to the other sign, again going back to the previous sign, and then again coming back here. So these all things are happening wholesome. So next year, June only, we can expect the actual transit of Jupiter happening to Cancer. But this year itself, it is coming to Cancer and going back, and it will be maximum spending time in its own constellation or star, which is Punarvasu Nakshatra. So this is one major thing what we have to understand. And then Rahu Ketu. Rahu was there in Meen Rashi or Pisces, and it has come down to Aquarius. And Ketu was in Kanya Rashi or Virgo, and now it has come down to Simba Rashi or Leo. So now the major impact of these signs, Sun's duties are done by Ketu and Saturn's duties are done by Rahu. That will be the scenario. And their movement is cut.
At their respective house owners' house will be done by Ragu and Ketu when they are in that house.
Exactly. And also the constellation, what they are taking. So
Okay.
that Lord's duty is also done by Rahu or Ketu.
Okay, so the star also will matter. Okay.
Yeah. And if some planet comes into their food, then their work will also be considered 90% by them only. Okay. So Rahu Ketu plays a very, very unique role in the whole transit scenario. This is the basic transit thing. And we can see Saturn has got a different transitory movement. It starts from Puru Bhadrapada and it goes up to Uttara Bhadrapada second quarter, and then again it gets retrograde, comes back to Puru Bhadrapada fourth quarter. Then again it goes into straight motion up to Puru Bhadrapada third quarter. That is what is going to happen till April. Okay. So for as we say Vishwavasu, that is what is going to happen. So the same way Rahu will be transiting from Puru Bhadrapada third quarter to Satapishat Nakshatra fourth quarter. Same way, Ketu will be transiting from Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra, Uttar Falguni Nakshatra, and it will be going up to Makha Nakshatra. So it has got more roles. It has got 2-3 planetary lords and 10, which has to be addressed by them. So this is the scenario. And Jupiter will start and it will go down straight to this thing. It will be in Purva Falguni Nakshatra for a lot of time. In June itself, it will be jumping to Purva Falguni Nakshatra. So the whole planetary motion is like this. And one major thing is Mars is moving very good this year. So from June 6th onwards, it will be in a very better position because it will leave its debilitation point, Cancer, and it will start moving full-fledged without any retrograde and without any stumbling in the situation where he is stuck in one Rashi or two Rashis. That is not there this year. At the same time, even Venus doesn't have a retrograde and it is also moving smoothly this year. So major retrogrades are only with retrograde. If you consider, we can consider Saturn, Jupiter, then Mercury. These three are the planets which will get into retrograde position. Rest all are smooth.
Okay. I think so. I think let's start from uh, the first Rashi, which is Aries or Mesha Rasi, and then move on from there and try to cover all the 12 Rashis and see the effect of these transition in those respective Rashis.
See, Aries is in Kala Purusha, we call it as the first sign. Okay, so it is responsible for the head area, and these people are very good leading generally because it is the head. They are very good in leading. They are very good in administration. And you have got Ashwini Nakshatra, Bharani Nakshatra, and Kritika Nakshatra first quarter. They are very good in administration, very good in labor management, very good in administration, very good in healing. Okay. Especially Ashwini Nakshatra, which has got the quality because it is the sun's sun itself. So they are the lords of Aushadas or medicines. So they have got the natural quality of healing in them. Bharani Nakshatra has got a special quality of waking up the dead. So any startup companies or company which is dead almost, at that point you employ some Bharani Nakshatra person, then things will start getting positive. Okay, this is the scenario. But last year, the position was such that Saturn's aspect was there on both the signs of Mars. And Mars didn't go. So it was like a very, very bad situation for all Aries, especially Ashwini, Bharani, and Kritika Nakshatra first quarter people. They were thinking of lot of things, but nothing were coming out fruitfully. This was the scenario. Now, because Mars is moving very nicely, first thing, Lagnesh or the Rashi Adhipati or the Lord of the sign is moving good. So, some movement will start coming in them. and Saturn's aspect has shifted. That is also a positive sign for that. And but what is happening is for their double Badakstan, we call Badakstan is the 11th house, in that is Aquarius. In that sign, the able assistant of Saturn is there. Rahu is there. So whenever Saturn gets retrograde, that is June 18th onwards, almost his retrograde effect will be there, and it will be there till November 28th. So that period will be a bit tough for them because of Saturn's mode. Otherwise, Jupiter has moved from the second house to the third house, which is a good thing for them. When Jupiter is in the second house, generally what happens is financial inflow is stuck. Okay, because Dhanakarat being in Dhanastan will not allow the flow of funds. So now he is in the third house, which is the space of mind, space of imagination, space of uh, effort, first effort, and space of supportive systems coming to you on these things. So they will get all those things positively. They will get immediate support system. Their younger brother and younger sister's health and condition will improve. Their communication will improve. Their indirect source of income will improve because of Jupiter's position. And its aspect on to the ninth house will open up the fortune. Ninth house is a fortune house. And so it will give prospects of opening up the fortune. And any foreign travel, education oriented study, research oriented study, all those things also will happen during that aspect, because Jupiter has got two movements this time. So we can consider up to October 18, where Jupiter is there in Gemini itself. These all things will come up to them. These all things positively will come up to them. And it is aspecting their seventh house aspect, which is fifth aspect. So those who haven't got married, want to get married, for them this is a very good time. They will get their likely life partner, and it is also good for business partnership as well. They are venturing into any business partnerships or deals. Those all things will happen during this period of Jupiter's aspect.
So, what about the second part when Jupiter transitions from Gemini into Cancer?
So when Jupiter transits to Cancer, it will be the fourth house for Mesh Rashi people or Aries side. So all the prospects of buying new property or building their business, because it will be aspecting the 10th house trade. So building their business or any obstructions in their business way, those all things will go off. And there may be some learning initiative also could be done during that period, because it is a fourth house, especially for children who want to learn some new subjects or something like that, even for adults. If they want to start something, that may be a very good period. And it is in Punarvasu Nakshatra, except in Jupiter's Nakshatra itself. So prominently, it won't be leaving its sides. So the ninth house impact also will be there. The 10th house impact also will be there. So this will be a situation of Dharma Karma Adipati. So they will be able to do dharma as well as karma. So they will be able to do good deeds as well as good karma, out of which they will get a lot of profits from that. And the aspect of Jupiter will be in their 12th house as
In their 12th house as well, yeah.
the ninth aspect will go to their 12th house. So when the ninth aspect goes to the 12th house, some good expenditures may come to their pay. And that Saturn being in the 12th house, a lot of obstacles are there. Those obstacles may get clear. Or at least you will be able to identify what is the thing which is creating obstacle. These all things will happen during this transitory period of Jupiter into Cancer. Okay.
But Jupiter's inspiration point is also Cancer, right? So that should also have a quiz. It was that. So it being in Punarvasu itself, which is its own star, that will also have a double effect, I guess.
100%. What you said is right. So, uh, ideally, buying property or signing up new deeds for business or modifying their business or buying a new vehicle, something like that will happen during that time. because it is also the 12th house being aspected, they will spend something lavishly for their own good. That will happen. But the problem is the retrograde period. When Jupiter gets retrograde, if basically, because this retrograde motion is something which we have to consider very seriously, it is there in this space, so it will give the result. No, it's not like that. If basically any planet is retrograde in your horoscope, any retrograde planet will go hand in hand with Rahu and Ketu. Their movement is completely he will control with Rahu and Ketu. So in your birth horoscope or in your natal chart, if a planet is retrograde, that is why we say retrograde planets are very powerful, because they will get the Asura Bala. Because they are combining with Rahu and Ketu, they get that Asura Bala. They will think very differently. They will do things very differently. So when it is getting retrograde in Cancer, it will be giving the effect of the third house itself. Previous house effect will be coming. And whatever is there of fourth house may get a bit of stumble. Up and down will happen. If the basic Jupiter is not retrograde in their natal chart. But if it is retrograde, this retrograde time will give them full profits. All the things which were all going into blocks will all start moving forward. And we can find that Rahu is also there in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which is also Jupiter's nakshatra.
Oh, wow, that's a coincidence.
So all the things related to Jupiter for Mesha Rasi, that is the third house, fourth house, their ninth house, their 10th house as it aspects. Okay. And their 11th house, their 12th house, all these things will get triggered by Jupiter's this thing. So these are all the things which is going to progress for them as usual. So this is with regard to Jupiter Mehasco.
Yeah. What about Saturn? It's in your 12th house. That's really not a great position to be in, I suppose.
Yes, Saturn is the no need to dread Saturn that much. But for Mesh Rashi or Aries people, it is the Badat. Okay. What is a Badat means, and also the 11th house is the Badat Stan, because it is a Charvash. And it doesn't make much of a difference for them from last year to this year, because Rahu is there in 11th house, which is the able assistant of Saturn, giving the same effect with slight a bit of tint with a different person. That's all. And when Saturn is there in the 12th house, basically bad planets give good results in bad spaces. So if they are in the 12th house, 6th house, 3rd house, 8th house, they will give good results. So basically, the nature of any Saturn's thing is to reduce. The expenditure is too much, it will reduce it. So being in the 12th house, what is going to happen? Their expenditure is going to get reduced. Okay, that is a good thing. And it is also aspecting the second house, which is the income and family house. And so income is also going to reduce. So they have to modify or plan their finances very clear. And if there is any problem in the family will be, those all things will reduce. Okay. Positives of Saturn also you should take. Reduce means it's not a negative thing. It is also a positive thing. And it is aspecting the sixth house. Sixth house is the house of disease. So if they are having any disease, that will reduce. Okay. And debts. If they are having any debts, that will reduce. Okay. And
Any loan that they have, if
that will reduce. They will be covering it up completely and they will be moving forward. And if they are having any legal battles or anything, there are high chances that that battle will come to a settlement this. Because in mutual Kendra, there is Jupiter. So whenever there is a planet in the in squares or in Kendras, automatically they influence each other. So Saturn and Jupiter are already influencing both of each other. So the seventh house, that is the sixth house for Aries is already influenced by Jupiter. So whatever problem is there, that will be sorted out very clearly during this period. They will be able to settle their loans completely within this 2.5 years of being there in Pisces. That is for sure. Okay. And it is also aspecting their ninth house.
Ninth house. Yeah.
So ninth house is the Bhagyasthana, which is aspected by Jupiter as well as by Saturn. So 100% there is a possibility of doing some Shubhakarya. Any auspicious event, marriage, childbirth, something. And there will be expenditure for that. How much ever expenditure is there, that will be reduced and properly done. That is what is a promise of Saturn being in the 12th house. And when Saturn gets retrograde, more than any other planet, Saturn starts retrograde very early. Okay, July only it starts its retrograde, but its effects will be there from June itself. June 18th onwards, we can find the effect of that retrograde. And it will be in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, then it will go to Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, post October 3rd.
Okay.
So, as long as it is there in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, all the things related to it is Saturn star.
Star.
Okay, Saturn star itself. So, all the things related to the 11th house, that is the Badak Stan, these guys have to face. Aries people will have struggle during that time till October 3rd. There will be a bit of struggle up and down will be happening for them. And Rahu being in Saturn's house, it will do the job of 11th house as well as 10th house. So business oriented, profit oriented, expenditure oriented. All these things, three things will come in check for that. Post October 3rd, what happens is it will be in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which is Jupiter's thing. And Rahu also will be in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So more reasons related to Jupiter's things may be given even by Saturn. So any auspicious events may happen during that time. October to November 28th, where he'll be in Purva Bhadrapada itself. So that is a period, a chunk of a period, very good period for it. Okay, this is the basic calculation of Saturn's retrograde. After this, it will just leave to go back up to Uttara Bhadrapada third quarter. And Rahu will be moving to Satabhishak Nakshatra on November 24th. So it will come to its own Nakshatra. So at that point of time where Rahu is there in their natal chart, that will have more effect. And all those nakshatras which are related to Janma nakshatras of Rahu, that is Arudra Nakshatra, Satabhishak Nakshatra, and then Swati Nakshatra will have the effect perfectly. So at that point of time, what our planets come, culminate and do these things, lot of drama will happen because it is completely Rahu dominant at that point. Okay. Of course, Saturn's results will be perfectly given, no doubt, because it is there in Saturn's house and he is his boss. So that is the thing what is going to post that. So November 24th onwards, Rahu will be the full boss for himself. This will be the scenario.
Okay, and I think Jupiter's aspect will also go away by November because it will go back. It will go to Cancer by that time.
Jupiter will be going back from Cancer on December 6th.
Okay.
Till December 6th, what happens is Rahu will be very strong because it will be in its own star post November 24th. So it will be very strong. But Jupiter also will be giving the effect of Rahu because it is also retrograde. It will be culminating with it. And Jupiter's retrograde is there till March 11th.
Oh, okay.
Just to March 11th only leaves its retrograde, but it is there in Punarvasu Nakshatra itself. So for people who are having Jupiter basically retrograde, for them, the period from when on we started on October 18th, no, November 11th onwards, things will be in good shape till March 11th.
Okay. Okay, so now can we talk about the movement of Rahu Ketu for Mesha Rasi in 2025?
Super. This is the question of the session. Rahu Ketu, first you should understand what is Rahu Ketu. Okay. Rahu Ketu or the imprint of our karmic deposits. Okay, it is the shadow. We call it as shadow planets, not just like that, because they are the imprints of our own karmic deposits. Whatever, especially the negatives of our karma, is imprinted in our body, in our nadis. We have about 72,000 nadis, which is called as the subtle body. It is there in that. So whenever prana goes there, it triggers that and it will give a negative results. We will find people know he was very nice till his 24th year, 25th year. I don't know what happened. He started drinking, he started smoking, started doing all those things. Because at that period, that prana is going and triggering that karma. Okay. Now Rahu coming to Kumbha Rashi or Aquarius sign, which is the Mula Trikona Sthana of Saturn. And Rahu is the direct assistant of Saturn. Okay, this is a nature movement. Okay. Uh, as I told you, Saturn being its own sign is not a very good thing for the whole world. I was telling you that. The same thing you have to say for Rahu. Rahu being in Saturn sign, as long as it is there, it will be doing its the duties of Saturn itself. It is like Saturn being there only. Only the name has changed. Okay. So this 3 years, that is 1.5 years in Aquarius, 1.5 years in this thing, Makar Rashi or Capricorn, is a tough period. So Rahu's responsibilities, direct Karakatva, is they are called as Pitru Karak. Is responsible for our ancestral this thing, ancestral settlements and ancestral well-being. We do all the spiritual things, Pitru Karyas and all those things. For that, Rahu is responsible. At the same time, Rahu is responsible for any major changes in life, like name change. Okay. Name change. A name change generally doesn't happen. You find a person giving their name and changing in Geset and other things. This happens somewhere where Rahu is involved. Okay. So you should understand major changes in life where one person is changing his character from one to the other. Okay. So marriage. So for Rahu is also called as Mangalya Karak. Your surname changes. If he is a male, he becomes from a normal male to a husband. There is a post. So all these things happens because of the blessings of Rahu. So he is the Mangalya Karak. So Mangalya Karak means for whom no marriage possibility is there. Naturally for Kumbha Rashi. Naturally for Simha Rashi. Okay. For Leo and Aquarius, these are all marriage bends time. And if basically in their horoscope, Rahu is playing a major role related to marriage, this time it will happen. And if you see for any person in their chart, if you see marriage would have happened in such a time where Rahu in such positions only. Okay. That we will explain in our class. Okay, known area of class. Okay. So Rahu has got impact on, will have an impact on, of course, Aquarius itself. Other than that, it will have an impact on uh, Mesh Rashi, that is Aries. And also it will have a partial impact on uh, Rishabh Rashi. And it will also have its impact on its 7th house, that is Leo, and its 8th house, that is Kanya Rashi. These are all the Rashis which will be influenced directly by Rahu. Rahu, what it does is it creates a lock. So during the period of, for example, in Mesh Rashi, especially we are speaking about Mesh Rashi. So for Mesh Rashi people, Bharani Nakshatra will be in lock now. Any planet in Bharani Nakshatra running a Dasha or Bhukti, nothing will move forward or back. It will be stuck. Same way for Rishabh Rashi, if any planet is there in Rohini Nakshatra and functioning, then nothing will be moving forward or back. According to Padachara, this will change, but this effect will be there. And for that, Saturn also will add fuel to the fire. So this will be the scenario because Saturn's third aspect is in Rishba, and already Mesh Rasi is having 7 of Saturn is starting for them. So these are all the locked situations where people will be, they will be having all profitable things, but nothing will be moving forward or backward. Everything is there. We are waiting for somebody to come. Then only this thing will be open. That scenario will be created by Rahu. What to do? So, and Rahu will become more effective when Saturn is also getting retrograde. As I told you, June 18th onwards, its effects of retrograde will start more prominently July 13th onwards. Its effect will start till November 28th. Its effect will be very strongly there. So it will be affecting mainly being the Bharat 11th house itself. Whatever profits they have to get, they may not get, or it will get delayed, or it will come in by parts, or there will be some legal issues or other things which they have to face to retrieve it, especially from their partner side, because it is the fifth house for the Samvatsara. Okay. Partner side. And there may be some business issues also because the 10th Lord is also Saturn. So all the things till October 3rd, as long as Saturn is there in its own constellation, these all things they will face.
Okay. Okay.
When it
So once the second transits from it.
no, there is a good news also. Because when Saturn is getting retrograde, what happens? It will be giving the function of that particular house prominently. So basically, if the planet is retrograde for them, Saturn is retrograde or Jupiter is even retrograde, for them, whatever blocked profits are there, that will come during that period. Whatever business blocks are there, that will get solved during that period.
Okay. So
And they get yeah. So basically, in their natal chart, how it is, according to that, that behavioral pattern will change. Okay. This is the scenario for now. Okay. According
what about Ketu's effect on Mesha Rasi? It's got to be in their fifth house.
yeah. Fifth house is the Buddhisthana, Purva Punyasthana. It is the entertainment house. This is the speculative house. Majorly Buddhi. So when we say the discriminative mind, that will be disturbed for them. Okay. When that is disturbed, so major decision makings and things may become a bit confusing for them. So it is ideal that they take assistance of someone able to guide them through that period. Especially they may be worried about their children as well. And some speculative issues also may come up because it is in the fifth house. But one good thing is the Lord of the sign keeps on moving continuously every month. He will be moving. So 360-degree results they will get, Mesh Rashi people, regarding the fifth house. Okay. But basically, Ketu is not having anybody's aspect. Get it? Jupiter is aspecting Rahu. Saturn is influencing Rahu. But no planet is influencing Ketu straight. That is one negative period. Good thing is the Rashi Lord will keep on moving continuously. Sun will be moving every month. So he will escape the bad effects of that because of Jupiter's aspect or some other aspects will help them to move forward. But what is the major thing Ketu will do is Ketu will be locking as long as it is July 18th. It will be in Uttara Falguni Nakshatra itself. So lot of things related to their fifth house will happen. So their children, ancestral property, their mental state, and any speculative loss or gain, whatever it is, depending on their chart. These all things may happen during that time. Even heart issues, dental issues, eye issues may come up. Because of Rahu's position, we can find certain issues of breathing. Especially when Saturn is retrograde, we can find breathing issues or rheumatic issues also coming up. Okay, these are all the things they have to be careful. Ketu will be locking their seventh house, especially Vishaka Nakshatra. So if it is Swati or Chaitra, they will escape. till yeah, we can say till July 18th. Post that it will be Swati Nakshatra. It will be caught, and then Jyeshtha Nakshatra and Anuradha Nakshatra. These two will be puzzled by Ketu. But of course, as the Rashi Lord keeps moving and Jupiter's aspect is there in Tula Rashi, in Libra, and post October 18, it will be for Vrishchik Rashi. They will escape a lot of things. Major good thing is Mars is in full movement. See, when Mars is in full movement, these people will win over any situation. Mesh Rashi, they are gutsy people, they will do that. They will have that courage and strength to go for. That will be there. Only thing is from June 16th to June 6th to July 13th, Mars and Ketu will be perfectly together in Sinha Rashi. So that will be a very good period for it. Major changes because it will be leaving its debilitation point and it is like Mars removed off from its shackles and coming off. So it will be a great period for them, and Ketu is there, which will assist them very perfectly. So if Rahu Ketu are in a very good position in their horoscope, a lot of good things may happen, and especially in month of July, where Mars and Ketu will be in very close proximity. But it is good for Mesha Rashi. But if you see the world scenario, that will be a major problematic time because a lot of July time because Mars and Ketu will be together and almost Saturn will be retrograde. It will be influencing Saturn, opposite planets, and Mars is also aspecting Saturn. That scenario will create a lot of purpose, major decision makings in political scenarios and leadership changes, war-like scenarios, accidents, aviation sector, anywhere. These all things may happen. God's grace, let those things not happen and pray for that. But possibility is there. So we need to be careful at that time. Even market will be very volatile, up and down. We can't predict what is going to go through. Suddenly something will go up, suddenly something will come down. Especially Saturn's sector things, oil and gas and iron and steel and all those related to logistics, aviation sector. All these things may have high volatility and chaos.
Okay.
This will be there. And this influence on Ketu by Mars will be there again in November. When it is coming to Vrishchik Rashi, it will be the fourth house. From that mutual Kendra, it will be influencing. At the same time, from January 26th to almost April 2nd, it will be in Saturn's house. So at that time, it will be aspecting it by 8th aspect and 7th aspect. So at that time also, there is a lot of problematic or positive scenarios. Problematic, we can say, because it is Saturn's house. And also with Mars and Saturn won't go together. So a lot of frictional time during that time will be there. This is the major thing for that this year. But comparing to last year, this year is a much, 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 much better year for them. A lot of things are going to move forward very positively.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've covered
Thank you, Janet.
Mesha Rasi. Quite well. Thank you. Thank you.